Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're going to be reviewing the all-new Ford F-350 Tremor. Before we get in this video though, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Ford Lincoln here in Provo, Utah for giving me some time with this truck. As of me filming this video, this truck is available for sale, so if you're interested, I'll include a link to their inventory in the description down below. If you have any questions, just ask for John Jenks. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Now, powering this Tremor is the high output Power Stroke. It's a 6.7 liter turbo diesel V8 that goes through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Power outputs are 500 horsepower and then 1,200 pound-feet of torque, which is 25 more horsepower than the standard Power Stroke and 150 pound-feet of torque more than the standard Power Stroke. Now, before we go over the front end, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So starting with the hood, you guys can see Super Duty stamped into the front, and this one's finished in azure gray, which I think is just like the most popular color of this year, but it's a cool looking color. Now this one's built off of the Lariat, so we've got the upgraded LED lights here, and then notice with the grille it's darker, but I find it interesting that they do the standard Ford logo, how that's not darker. Anyways, camera there at the bottom of the logo. We've got tow hooks here at the bottom, fog lights as well. And then just like the XL off-road package, the Tremor trims the front air dam there to make it so there's more ground clearance. Now, every single time I look up the ground clearance on this truck, it states that it's just over 10 inches, which seems kind of inaccurate. Again, let me know if I'm wrong in the comment section below, but like this looks like more than 10 inches of ground clearance. But ground clearance aside, I think we can all agree this is a really cool looking truck, again, especially in this azure gray. Coming around the side here, tire and wheel setup is 285, 75, 18 in the front and over in the rear as well. And then you guys can see here with the wheel design, you've got the silver on the outside with the gray there on the inside. And I mean, these tires are massive. It's so cool to see them, and really aggressive tread pattern as well. Now, just like all Super Duties, we got pretty beefy suspension, and then we do have a solid front axle, which is obviously going to help with off-roading because you're going to have more articulation. Now again, being a Lariat, you've got the Lariat badge, and then you got your F-350 badge, high output Power Stroke badge here on the side, and I like how the mirror cap there is azure gray as well. And then you guys can see the door handles are body painted. Now we do have the little bedside step here, which is a pretty cool feature. And then you guys can see the exhaust tips here with the diesel, and of course the Tremor decal. And then coming over to the leaf springs, pretty beefy setup, and then we have a solid rear axle, which again is going to help out with articulation. And then here's your full side view with the truck. You guys can see this is the Super Crew with the 6'4" box. Now here's our key fob. We have our unlock function, our lock function, remote start. We've got the tailgate drop down, and then you guys can see the Ford logo there on the back. Now popping into the bed area, you guys can see 6'4" box, and we've got LED lights here in the bed. And then we have a full outlet as well. And it's just so cool to see the azure gray. By the way, you can get bed liner from the factory. This truck just doesn't have it optioned out. And then you guys can see the little, looks like camera there at the top. And then we've got the ruler here on the back, as well as the little step system that pops out. Pretty cool. Now the Super Duty does not have the F-150's automatic tailgate raise. I'm guessing it's because of, well, actually I don't know if it's because of weight, because this doesn't feel any heavier than an F-150 tailgate. So I'm not sure why they didn't go for that. But anyway, Super Duty stamped into the back. And then you guys can see here with the new style tail lights. And then we got the bumper steps here in the rear. And then look at the receiver hitch here at the bottom with the parking sensors. And wrapping things up, let me know what you guys think about the style here on this truck. I think it looks really cool in the azure gray. Another color that would actually look really cool with the Tremor package is on this F-150 Tremor. Look at this. That's sweet. Now taking a look at the door panel, you guys can see the trim here and then also down below. Again, this is a Lariat package. And then look at the insert right there, it looks really cool. And then speaker for the Bang & Olufsen sound system and power side steps. Now I've got these really nice leather seats here. You can see perforated all down the center, and then look at the piping here on the side. And then under seat storage on top of all of that. And then you got the flat loading floor in front. Legroom here in the back's really solid. You got a little storage pocket here, got some cup holder action. And you guys can see vents here with the heated seats, USBs, and more charging ports as well. And then we got the cup holder armrest, and header back here is good. Now taking a look at the front door panel here, you guys can see the trim at the top and then also down below. All of our window controls right here. Front two windows are automatic. You get your mirror adjustments. The mirrors do power fold in. Memory seat function, then we've got the mirror extension as well. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. And yeah, I really like the steps that this has, the power ones, compared to like the fixed ones you can get on the F-150, or not F-150s, the Super Duties rather. Now you guys can see payload capacity with this truck is 4,094 pounds. Now with this package, with the high output and everything, towing capacity is like 24,000 pounds roughly, and then 12,000 pounds is the gross vehicle weight rating. Got the speaker in the headrest here, which is pretty cool, and then perforated all down the rest of the seat with all of the piping, power adjustments here on the side as well. And you guys can see the pedal adjustment here with the parking brake. Light control here with the mirror lights, and then you guys can see the trim here on the side. I think that's pretty cool. And then the steering wheel is power adjustable. So here is the steering wheel with the Super Duty. You guys can see really nice trim all around. You got the stitching there in the center portion. Some controls for the center stack. You've got your adaptive cruise control here on the other side. Regular turn signal stock, and then we got the new style column shifter here. Plus and minus, shift the gears yourself. And then you got that M mode to pop it into that manual mode. So we've got the new digital gauge cluster here with the Super Duty, and let's see if this one also has the, yeah, they all do this. So for some reason, right when you start up the truck, the center gauge cluster has like, because I'm pressing the menu button, it's not doing anything. It has some lag for that portion at least, but I can still show you guys the drive modes here. As you can see, now the Tremor has the raw crawl mode, which is unique to it. And then you got the tow haul, eco mode, all that kind of stuff as well. But yeah, that's in there. See, look, now it pops up. Now we can go through it. It just takes a second. And yes, heads up display. This is something that we need to show. So the Super Duty now has a heads-up display. I think this is like first for a Ford truck, because the F-150 I'm pretty sure doesn't have this yet. So you guys can see it shows like the time, the temperature, miles per hour. Pretty normal setup. Now in reverse, we do have a backup camera with trajectory lines that turn with the steering wheel. You got the bird's eye view as well, and this one has the full 360 camera system. So you got like the bed camera, for example, and I mean you can see out of every single angle with the truck. Resolution on it is fantastic. Now just above that we got the diesel exhaust brake. That's for the camera to pop that on, parking sensors, hazard lights, stability control, and then your off-road cruise control. Now as for the rest of the infotainment system, this is Ford's new 12-inch display. They've had this in the F-150 for a couple of years. Response time's great. You've got the little auxiliary tab here off to the side, super easy to use. We've got our Pro Trailer Assist, trailer brake controls down below, and then you guys can see our drive line selects. We've got two-wheel drive, four-wheel high, four-wheel low. You've got your rear locking differential, trail turn assist with this truck as well. And then you guys can see the analog controls for the radio, for the climate as well. So dual zone climate, heated and cooled seats, heated steering wheel, outlets right next to that. And then while we're in this area, got the double glove box, which is great. This says Super Duty. Well, maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. I think that's pretty cool on it. And then you got the dash. Like this looks like the new F-150, but then this part is unique to the Super Duty here at the top. It's a little bit different. And then we have our wireless phone charging pad area, got some USB action, and then you can see wood trim covers that up. And then good storage here, got some cup holder action. And then here's the center console. Pretty big, that is for sure. And look at the lid on this, some cup holders there in the back as well. And then we got 6 auxiliary switches. So add whatever you want. Panoramic sunroof with this truck, and then power sliding rear window. So, I mean, it really does have it all. Now here's a window sticker for this Super Duty. Like I said, this is a high output with the Tremor package. The thing I think is crazy about this Azure Gray is it's almost $1,000 for the color, but it's a really cool looking color overall. You guys see the rest of the options. The other big one, well, the biggest ticket item right there is going to be the high output power stroke. But look at the Tremor package. It comes in at almost $4,500. But anyways, you guys can see base MSRP $64,000. Total MSRP on this one $93,845. Man, I wonder how much like the Platinum Tremor is. That's got to be pretty dang pricey. Anyways, let's drive it. Let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility over the hood, and I got the heads-up display set to the off-road mode, so it shows a lot. Both the mirrors do have blind spot monitoring, then throughout the rest of the rear. And, well, this is actually my second time driving the Tremor with the high output, so we're just going to go around the block here just for video's sake, and so that I can add some additional thoughts here to the Ford Tremor, at least what I think about the Tremor. So first off, Azure Gray, I think this might be the color to go for. This is the 2023 Ford color of the year. I mean, I feel like every single Ford, not every single Ford, but like a lot of Fords are being ordered out with this color, but it's a really cool looking color. So I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing whatsoever. Also, if you're looking for a gas Super Duty, they've got one of those for sale. I think that one's the 7.3, I'm pretty sure, but double check with them. I'm pretty sure this is 7.3 though. And if you're looking for a smaller Tremor, they got a smaller Tremor. I always gotta do that because we're on the Tremor, and that's a Tremor. There's a big difference between the two. Gosh, this high output's so crazy. It has so much torque. Too much torque, perhaps. This is the muscle truck of the year. It's super smooth too, though. So like, you guys know I've reviewed the new Duramax, which I don't know if either of those have the Duramax in them, or the new Duramax in them. But I reviewed the new Duramax, and really good powertrain. But what I will say is this Power Stroke has, I feel like, all the benefits of the Duramax, and it has more power. Because I mean, look at this. 1,200 pound-feet of torque. It's crazy. But you know, I've just become a huge fan of these V8 diesels because they're really smooth. You know, I know that some people might have some, I don't know, some issues with them because they complain about potential reliability, this and that. But you know, from what I've seen, it seems like all the modern diesels are pretty similar in terms of reliability, with the big three: the Cummins, the Power Stroke, and the Duramax. Now obviously this high output version we'll have to see, right? Because I mean, Ford's asking a lot out of this powertrain. 1,200 pound-feet of torque, it's quite a bit, but it's got a warranty. So mixed video, but to sum things up, I think this truck looks cool. I think the engine's awesome, and you know, nobody's gonna take this off-road, but I mean, this thing would be so capable. Solid axles, big diesel power, big off-road tires. I mean, what more could you ask for? Let me know if you guys like this Tremor package the most in the Super Duty. Let me know which package you like the most. I'm hoping to be able to review like a Platinum and a Limited in the near future, especially like think about like a Platinum or Limited F-450 dually. That would be the coolest video ever. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about the Tremor.